Arsenal going eyeball to eyeball with their rivals one more time. A day for parading of colours, a day for pride, a day for partisanship, perhaps a day for personalities who will prevail over what could potentially turn into 90 minutes of bedlam. It's time we ask that age-old question again: who is going to come out on top this time? Well, there is here a great sense of expectation as, to universal contentment, the Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. This is always a game of consequence.
Well, don't let the word friendly get in the way of a good rivalry. These players certainly won't, Peter.
You wouldn't have thought they would. You've got to expect this to be full throttle, surely.
Yeah, they'll be as strong as usual, but I'm sure these players will commit their all.
So straight into the action. It's a goal kick. Lewis. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
I really like the look of this guy, Foden, who to me is a player who has a bit of everything. An eye for goal, quick feet, great vision, and a willing...
He's going for goal! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Arsenal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now they can spring out of defence.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Bernardo Silva. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Here's Nico Gonzalez. Reinders. That's beautifully weighted. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Can he get it through? Now it's Madueke. There's the shot! Goal! Arsenal! That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
After 23 minutes is number 20, Madueke.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Madueke going like a man possessed at the moment. Real chance here. Odegaard! Superb from Odegaard! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
The
He just absolutely speared that in.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
Arsenal are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Martinelli takes a shot! Martinelli out of this world! A finish right from the top draw! Again in a trice, and they are soaring! One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Arsenal find a position of real strength now.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Arsenal have scored 2 quick goals here. Madueke. Norgard. And here's Ødegaard. And he's well positioned. It's Gabriel Jesus! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. They are purring, truly purring. And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Arsenal are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Madueke. Madueke, upright and purposeful. Madueke. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. And it's Ødegaard. Ødegaard! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, denied at the last.
Spirited to say the least. Certainly gave this crowd something to really cheer about.
This their second corner of the game. And it's been taken short. Ødegaard, no way through, so back it comes. Shapes to shoot! It's a goal! And they're threatening to fly away here.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. Martinelli. Chance, surely! And he seemed certain to get the 6th.
What a fabulous run. OK, it didn't come off in the end, Peter, but that would surely spark some kind of response from those around him.
And he's been shifted off it. Madueke. Now this could be a chance. Steaming on goal. Chance for a shot! Martinelli out of this world! A finish of true class! Again in a... And that brings the first half to a close. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is how
What is wrong, man? I don't know what is wrong. What's happening here? Finally. Finally. Ooh. Ooh. Thank God. I need 1100 more coins. minutes to 5. Portugal pack. I need that Ronaldo card. Ooh, who is this? Who is this? Ronaldo. Ronaldo. Let's go with South Korea. South Korea.
Well, this is just joyous. The perfect backdrop as both sides look to clear the first hurdle. Supporters here in terrific numbers. So will they be going back happy at the end of 90 minutes? There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, we're on the way. This then the greatest show on the grandest stage. Tries to pass it through. Can he finish? Goal! Republic of Korea! And what a start!
That's the perfect confidence boost they needed. Brilliant.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
They have shapes to shoot! Caught offside that time. No, he's not getting past him there. Oh, nicely intercepted. Lee Kang-in. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, cracking ball. There's the shot! Same again, same outcome.
South Korea really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
South Korea with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Lee Kang-in with the short one. Back when it goes. Big chance! And he's stuck it away. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Number 33.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. And it's Son Heung-min.
That's good play from him.
He has found a way through. He's going for goal! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
And here's Schick. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And that's a dangerous... And the shot! They are queuing up to have a go here. Corner number 2 then. Lee Kang-in plays it short. a shot! He has hit that forcefully.
Well, we always have to give a reason for it, Peter, but did he hit that too well?
Kim Min-jae looking to pass their way up the pitch. Picked out brilliantly. Real chance! And another try! And it's there! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
And yes, it's him again. A case now of complete control. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. That's a sharp pass. He's had a shot! Oh, good finish. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
South Korea are having a ball here.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And that's an errant pass.
Lee Kang-in clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Great ball, and he's in here, and a chance! And again! And that's a good finish. They are purring, truly purring.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
South Korea are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such a...
Takes a shot! And it's in! And they're threatening to fly away here.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this. and things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing.
Schick. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Now, can they get him away? This might spell decent chance! It's a goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Oh, that's delightful. Oh no, what has happened here? And he shoots! So, a temporary halt to the action. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
South Korea have had it all their own way so far then, and they go in at the break in an utterly dominant position.
Everyone, please welcome to the field our players.
Away we go again. And here's Schick. Good ball, good take. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
And he welcomes it in. He's had a shot! Off the post! He's put his foot right through that one.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Now it's Son Heung-min. He can run onto that. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Hwang Hee-chan is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Schick. All the way back. Ball is over the line. Driving forward. Son Heung-min in acres of space out wide. Great defending, strong and determined. And here's Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min! Oh, there was plenty on that.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Son Heung-min does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Oh, super ball! Great chance! It's a goal! And this is getting ridiculous, borderline crazy.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
72 minutes is number 19, Lee Canyon. Lee Canyon. Lee Canyon.
Not getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. Lee Kang-in. And here's Schick. And he's picked it up out wide. It's a good... He's rising! And he couldn't keep it down.
Substitution for South Korea. Number 11,
South Korea choosing to make the first change.
Number 19, Lee Canyon. Coming on the field, number 20, number 22.
Just eases him off the ball. And here's Son Heung-min. Now then, and the finish! Oh, he's been caught on it here. Forced to go back. It's Son Heung-min! And yes, it's there! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Tries one from range! And that is as much as we have time for. Perfect result, perfect outcome, a test passed with flying colours. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
South Korea really deserve a lot of credit for what I'm sure would be a real confidence-boosting win. Such a huge game being played. There were so many factors that would have got the doubters going, but I guess they'll all go a little quiet now.
And just a quick reminder today to please drink responsibly. Anyone appearing intoxicated?
So many teams, so many ambitions. The objectives are clear for everyone, and they all know what needs doing. It is very much every team for themselves. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. We are just getting started. So a clash of nations with so much pride on the line. Bruno Fernandes! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Looking for options for movement. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
The great playmaker João Neves is very comfortable with...
Chance! He scored! The first significant strike. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
It is a super start. So far, so very good. João Neves. And here's Ramos. And it's Mendes. Well seen, saw that coming. Mendes is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Rafael Leao, and they can counter here. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Plays a sharp little ball here. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. João Cancelo. Ruben Dias. First quarter of an hour gone. Nuno Mendes.
Portugal really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Rafael Leao looking for the run.
Uzbekistan genuinely seem like a side that's confident with the quality they have out wide. They certainly like their little intricate combinations and link-ups.
Well, that's the impression I'm getting.
Yeah, I think you'll want to make sure you give the opposition a different look with each attack. Variation, unpredictability. You know, that's always key to success.
And he's forced to go back. Played out to the left flank. It's a good surge he's making up the left-hand side. Tries to play it through. And the shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! And no mistake. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
Uzbekistan are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Turns back here, probably the best option. It's a really well-measured ball. And that has been slung wide. João Cancelo. Now Ruben Dias. Nuno Mendes. Rafael Leao is wide and looking to get onto this. And it's Neves. Tries one from range! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Bruno Fernandes. Here's Rafael Leao. And here's Ramos. He'll try from distance! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Well, distance never seems to be an issue for some players, and he's certainly one of those. The opening was there, I guess. Worth a try.
Mendes spots it and intercepts. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Nice looking ball. It's a goal kick. And the referee has blown for half-time. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. Away we go again.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
João Neves. Nuno Mendes. Now Ruben Dias. Gonçalo Inácio. And it's Ruben Neves. Nuno Mendes. Bruno Fernandes. Now Gonçalo Inácio. And it's Neves. To Cancelo. And here's Bernardo Silva. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
João Neves. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And he has shown him a yellow card.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
João Neves. Nuno Mendes. Rafael Leao picks it up out wide. Good challenge, excellent challenge. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
The attendance for this
60 minutes played. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Can he get it through? This goes for a shot! And he's there to clear it. And it's Bernardo Silva. Ruben Dias. Strong running down that left flank. And no, that was never going to make it. Bruno Fernandes.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now it's Ramos. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Bernardo Silva. Crunching tackle. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Now, can they get him away? He's in a great position here. That's going to go a long way.
substitution for Uzbekistan.
And we have our very first corner.
Number 10, number 9, coming on the field, number 21.
João Neves goes short. Nuno Mendes. And the shot!
Substitutions taking place.
And that's a real chance missed.
He's definitely playing with a lot more conviction. This team should look to him to produce the catalyst for a comeback.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Distributed tidily. Engages and forces him off the ball.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. João Neves. And it's Cancelo. And here's Bernardo Silva. And it's Neves. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's made its way to him. He's on it. Can he get away? He's got away. Goes down, but nothing given. João Neves. João Cancelo.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And that's that. Defeated, dejected, deflated. The ultimate disappointment. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Portugal really looked like they were just second to everything. Disjointed even. Yeah, it was a high-intensity game, and that may have gotten to some of the players, but even so, it was just disappointing on a lot of levels.
Hello everybody, and a quick announcement now. We would like to ask you all to kindly stay seated during the match. Thank you for your cooperation.
Well, hello and welcome to you all on this opening day. Two teams, each seeking the perfect pick-me-up start at the expense of each other. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. The crowd rises for the national anthem of Portugal. So it's away we go then. So a clash of nations with so much pride on the line. Nicely weighted ball. Makambu.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Masuaku. João Neves did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Bruno Fernandes. And it's Mendes. Kayembe. He's picked his way through. Twansebe. Kayembe. And he's gone backward here. flashes it across, and he knocks it clear. João Neves, pass somewhat off target. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. And here's Bakambu, hoisted in. Diogo Costa claims it without any fuss. Now it's Bakambu. Oh, that's fabulous. Nicely shaped cross. And he's there to clear it. Just eases him off the ball. And he's picked it up out wide. He's got away. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Bakambu. Very nicely done. And it's Masuaku. And that's been intercepted. Ruben Neves. And that was asking for too much.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Kalulu. João Cancelo promptly onto that, and that is that. And here's Bakambu. Can he get on the end of this? And here's Bakambu. Now that looks a decent ball. Ruben Neves. And it's Bernardo Silva.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. João Cancelo knocks it into space. And that has been cut short. Kayembe. Wissa. That's been cut out, well played. João Cancelo.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Bruno Fernandes. Searching pass he's played there. Oh, he's gifted it to the opposition. Goal! Portugal!
Abertura de Portugal. Aos 35 minutos de jogo, com a camisola número 21.
The first breakthrough.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Ambitious ball here. Chips it through. Bruno Fernandes is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Tuanzebe.
Portugal can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
João Cancelo. João Cancelo charging forward, the ball at his feet. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. Lukau for Masuaku.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And he plays one through. Kayembe. Mendes wins the duel this time. That's destined for the flank. Rafael Leao. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Portugal just ahead then as we reach 45 minutes.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Portugal leading via the game's only goal, 1-0 at the break. Down to business again. Portugal currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And he cuts out the supply. Neatly clipped into space. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Wissa. Well, that has not gone well. Bruno Fernandes. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Kalulu aims beyond the defence. He's got plenty of space out wide here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Tries to play it through. Cristiano Ronaldo! Now that is commitment to the cause. Portugal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. João Neves goes short. Played out to the left flank. Here comes the cross. And that should get the job done. Mbemba clears it away. Looking to play him in. Great work on the overlap. And that's the keeper's ball. Chance here to counter. Your impressions so far, Jim?
Well, it's approaching that time where you have to decide whether you stick or twist, Peter. I'm inclined to think the latter, but the boss probably has quite a few things which he has to factor in yet, so let's see.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Lukau. And it's Masuaku. Spread to the right. Quick look, then plays it in. Easy enough for the goalkeeper.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Defending was strong and firm. And here's Rafael Leao. Bruno Fernandes. Democratic Republic of Congo needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
The muscular approach does pay off here. João Neves. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's been bundled over. That is a foul.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 20.
He's having a good look here.
Sai.
So, a genuine chance to increase the lead.
Número 8. Está a acontecer uma substituição.
And this is Ronaldo.
Portugal clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
The pressing's intense and it's paid off. He is through here. Shot a goal! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 17.
Portugal have opted to make another change here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
João Felix. João Felix purring through the gears. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And this is Ronaldo. Spread out to the left. Portugal leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin. Portugal moments now away from seeing this one out. Out towards the flank.
Democratic Republic of Congo really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
He's having a hit! Just a tiny bit high.
Oh, he just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all.
Portugal making further changes here and in quick succession.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Lukau. And that was nowhere near his best.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, what a ball! And the referee brings it to a close. Portugal have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Ruben Neves, voted man of the match, and deservedly so. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, it may be smiles all round, Peter, but it's a game that's given the boss some food for thought. Good result, yes, but they really could have done with making life easier. All it would have needed was just to take another chance or two.
Mostrar uma intervenção especial dos nossos artistas convidados para hoje.